What's up, class? How's everyone today? Anyways, this is my chapter 10 presentation. The title of this chapter is The Folk Origins of Country Music. This is chapter 10. Alright, anyways, let's get to this short music video of an example. So, this music is called The Little Old Log Cabin in the Lane by John Carson.
Now I'm getting old and feeble, and I cannot work no more. That rusted-bladed hoe I've laid to rest. Oh, Master Sam, oh, Mr. Say, I'll sleep inside the sky. But spirits now are roaming with the prayers. Things have changed about the place now, and it's dark as they have grown. Till every year I'm singing in the cane. But the only friend that's left here is that good old dog of mine and the little...
So that's the one of many examples of the song. So what makes country music? So well, it was developed by rural dwellers. Music production was in Nashville, New York, and Hollywood. Majority of the country singers are poor and working class in the South. Country singers, ethnicity, and work. Many of the country singers back in the days were whites. Many were males singers, rarely any females. Many were poor, working class. Mainly all of them were in the South. This is a photo just to see the many people. Famous singers. Life in the South. Southern states were known to be agricultural lands. Slave and poor whites were competitive, which means no one wanted to move there and stay at the north where it's more urban life living. It wasn't really diverse. Up in the north, it was more developed than the south. Types of people in the south. So there are 3 types of people in the south. Wealth, rich landowners. Poor whites. Freed blacks. At this time, blacks were freed. So the poor whites and freed blacks were in competition for jobs at that time. Since the circle was small, they are religious. Very religious, actually. They're really religious. And a lot of storytelling came alive. A lot of storytelling. How country reflects characteristics of the rural characteristics. Well, it was ideally for love, basically. Family ties. Male machismo, so like male masculinity. And finally, pride to be in the working class. And many of the country songs still use the same concept till this day. Like, let's say, like Luke Bryan, Morgan Wallen. Anyways, the other thing is they seek pleasure or pleasure seeking, religious devotion, more issues of drinking. They did drink a lot back in the days. Disloyalty, because male, female breakups, being away from home. Why making it so conflicting? To make it interesting, of course. It would spark the lower class, the middle class, and the songs became relatable to what their jobs are. Their jobs were very hard back in the day. How did country develop from folk songs, ballads, and dance music? The songs were depressing and tragics. Singers were amateurs, so they didn't really sing good. It has dramatic events, and they're emotionless. Whites influenced the balladry and other ethnic groups. So later on, blacks created their own balladry, different from the whites, but uses the same concept as the same style in a way. So one of the many examples of a ballad song, it is Barbara Allen. Now this song, it tells a tragic love theme. It tells that a young man's dying for love, and the woman regrets rejecting that man. Anyways, here's the YouTube example of the song.
It was in the merry month of May when flowers were a-bloomin'. Sweet Willie on his deathbed lay for the love of Barbara Allen. He sent his servant to the town where she did dwell in, saying, Master dear has sent me here if your name be Barbara Allen. Then slowly, slowly she got up and slowly she went to him. And all she said when she got there, young man, I think you're dying. Oh, don't you remember the other day when we were in the tavern? You drank a health to the ladies there and slighted Barbara Allen.
So that's one of the many examples of a ballad song. All right, next slide. Instruments that was used were guitars, the fiddle, the banjo, and the mandolin. I think the mandolins were probably later introduced, if I'm correct. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong there. Next slide. So how did country song was influenced by? So country was influenced by urban and African music. Black and poor whites share the same ideals. So like they share the same viewpoints because they're so common with each other. Urban influence came from red light districts, jazz, ragtime, and blues. And that is it, my slideshow, and of this chapter presentation about the folk origins of the country music. chapter 10. Thank you.